Hey there friends, Julia Sudo from the SMB Level Workshop here. This is the SMB Level Workshop Community Pack 2020. I've been playing it in my last few videos. It's been a few days since I've recorded, just due to various things going on in my life. But I'm back with this video. We're going to be playing Expert of this pack today. Featuring content from 18 different creators, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So, yeah, this is going to be expert mode. I'm excited. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. I'm also a little bit sleepy, so forgive me. I did manage to make a narrow escape from the tube people, I'm happy to say. So I'm safe. I hope you all are glad to hear that. This is Modulus. It's a pretty interesting stage. I suspect it's made by pseudonymous BN, the other pseudo, as I like to say, because it matches his style, though I'm not certain about that. Here's Pencil Stroke. This is an interesting level. So, yeah, not gonna want to get bumped off by that. But maybe we can just make a little. Now you see, I'm just not exactly sure what needs to be done here. But staying on this thing is certainly going to threaten to be a bit difficult, and I can't get on it right away. Certainly can't do that. Alright. There we go. That's it. I'm not sure if you can just go across the bottom path. You probably can. This is Aqueduct. It's just a bit of an aqueduct. Just a little bit of an aqueduct. You know, you just kind of go around the thing. It's a bit of a tube. It's kind of a tube or a half pipe, but you know, not like tube people. Like just a little bit of a tube. Just a bit of a tube. Certainly no pyramid. Don't forget your paprika. Anyways, here's envelopes. It's got some tilty tilters. I wouldn't really describe these structures as envelopes personally, but I didn't make this level. So perhaps it is I who is the fool. Anyways, I can make this faster. Let's try that. I'm sure you can just zoom across this. Oh, yes. And as always, the zooming is the preferred method. I like to zoom. Here is Matterhorn. Oh, fuck. Pyramids? Why? Who did this? Who threatens me with the wrath of the tube people? You fools. Also, please consult the last video if you want to know what this tube people nonsense is that I'm going on about. I know that some of you will most likely not understand. But, yes, what a level, friends. Here is Drips. Expert 6. It's got some dips. I would call it more dips than drips if I were naming the level, but I'm not naming the level, am I? Here's Flute. This looks a lot like that cone level from Super Hekamecha, except you have to like go back up it. It's like Dissolved Cone, that's what it's called. I think this level is made by Carding Koopa. He has these Sonic Heroes backgrounds, which this is one of. His levels are cool. This is semi-circles. It seems to be at a sort of situation where you have to go on the waiting platforms and do a bit of waiting though not too much waiting. It's more about it's more about the speed. This is a pretty decently speedy stage. But yeah, you definitely can't make it over that gap. There we go. That's semicircles for you. Here is unstable orbits. This level reminds me of a bite stage from Monkey Ball 2, but it actually appears to be made by Karting Koopa. So, you may once again regard me as a fool. This is solar. It's sort of like a sun in a way. You know, the name is understandable in that regard. You can just kind of go on this thingy and get bananas. You can get a banana or two if you try hard. You just go around this thing, you know, go around the place, cut them up, big collection of bananas, and you just kind of chill guy when you do these things. Not like modern man. Alright, fell off there, but that was a good bonus stage. Here's slalom. Slalom. I'm not sure how you pronounce this word, honestly. This is a nice little background. It's like, it's underwater. It's got these like underwater reflections. Like, reflections of the water surface. Like, I guess we are underwater. It's like some kind of underwater castle. Interesting stuff. I like it. Okay, this is a pretty tough level. Reminds me a bit of Downhill Hard, especially since it's Expert 11. You know what? Fuck this. I don't have to actually play the level as it wants me to, do I? I sure don't. Apologies to whoever made this. Falling gracefully. So I assume we're going to be wanting to do some graceful falling here. Okay. I think I'm going to be wanting to go around here. And again around here. And again around here. Interesting stage. Is the fish? Yeah, the fish is here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure the fish was present. The fish is critically important. Propulsion drive. Interesting. What do we have going on here? This is a big brain looking level. Oh, it's wormholes. You know how I like wormholes. Okay, so this is going to be the kind of situation. I see. So we're going to want to go through that wormhole and then make this jump off this narrow ramp onto the platform with the goal. Yeah, seems simple enough actually. But we're going to need to build up some speed. And when I say speed, I mean a lot of speed. Okay, that was an overshot though. Definitely going to need to be a little bit more chill, you know, a little bit more laid back, like that. Just like that. That was laid back, right? After all. Okay, these are cones. They're not quite pyramids, so I think we're safe from the tube people this time. Alright. Ooh, this is interesting. It's the rails. Interesting. The rails are kind of cool. I kind of like... Is this Kirby music? It sounds like Kirby music to me, but also like I know the Kirby series really well. This just reminds me of like the sound font of like Kirby Superstar or Jin Man 3. But maybe I am mistaken. I don't know what this song is, so which makes me think it's not Kirby because I know Kirby like very well. This isn't switches. There are no switches to be found. Also, heck, I got a fucking ball bounce. Okay, that's switches for you. Here's Snake Pass. Oh, Snake Pass. 0.5. Oh, it's your average. It's your average pick a wire level. Fair enough. I don't mind this kind of stuff. They're cool. Alignment. Yeah. Alignment. You gotta align yourself. I would say something about D&D, but also I really don't like D&D alignments, if I'm being honest. They're pretty stupid and not applicable to any kind of real world morality. And overly simplified and kind of ridiculous. And I say this as a big fan of D&D. Anyways, here's Lattice. Got a Space 2 level here. I think that's very fun. It's just a bit of thing. This reminds me of a touch and roll level from the Desert World. I forget what it was called. I think it may have been Matrix, though it had little in common with the Wachowski sisters film. Here is Paralandra, another borderline tube, but I think we're safe for now. Whoa! This reminds me of like some of those like from like Banana Blitz. I remember there were a couple of levels in the Snow World that were basically just a half pipe. This has the coil though, which makes it more interesting than those. I think those were, but I might be like underestimating. I don't know. I have a very poor opinion of, or very. I hold Banana Blitz in very poor regard, so I may be unnecessarily harsh towards its levels. I'm sure it has some good levels, though I do think it's fundamentally flawed in having a jump button. Like, it's just kind of doomed from that like concept, since like it's just it suffers from doom, like the video game. Yeah, that's sombrero for you. Here's expedition. Ooh, I'm ready to go on an expedition. Okay, I'm not sure what that was about. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, it's a wormhole level. I've got to make an expedition to the wormhole. Also, I like this Mario World background. That's cute. Alright, I see. So the wormhole started behind me. Oh my gosh, the goal is it's a midway point from Mario World. I love that. That's a really good background. Here's Cogstack. This is from Super Hekamecha, but it's in a Super Hekamecha background, but a different one from what it was originally in, which was that like factory one that kind of looked like Clock Tower, like vanilla Clock Tower from SMB 2. This is a cool level. It's like reverse polar basically. Here's anti-seesaws. Oh, another Hekamecha level. This one I think unchanged in its theming. It's a fun little level. The seesaws, of course, tilt in the opposite direction than they normally would. Here's extendable. This is like entangled path, except it doesn't have the same cycle bullshit, and it's also like fairly different, but the mechanism for it does remind me of that. Here's Cornercraft. I'm going to try this without pressing the pause switch. Let's see what happens. I died. I'm going to press the pause switch this time. Check that out. Wow, right? That's pretty wild, right? Yeah, I can just kind of zoom across there. We've got more midpoint stuff. I like that a lot. Rough rills. Okay, yeah, I guess these aren't quite pyramids either, so we're safe from the two people friends. I am happy to report. Alright, that is quite steep. And this is also fully optional. I can just take a longer route around. But, like, imagine me taking the longer route around. Look at me not taking the longer route around. You don't have to imagine it, because, well, I mean, yeah, you're not getting it, is the point. You can imagine it if you like, but it will forever remain in your imagination, divorced from reality. Here's slanted slides. They were slanted slides. It's basically like cross floors, except wider, with waves. I will always compare stages like this. I do not mean to suggest that other stages are highly derivative or, you know, any kind of distasteful in that regard. Here is this is a ballet exam, by the way. I did not realize that I was participating in such an event. So the warp is like on the bottom of this. That seems like it'd be tough to get, but this was not very tough to get, so that's cool, right? Here is heat exhaustion. Hopefully I will not pass out from it during the recording of this video. However, this is extremely unlikely as it is cool outside and in my room, so there would be no good reason for that to happen. It does seem that... Are these pyramids? Oh, they are. Oh, they are small pyramids, but they're still pyramids. I can hear the two people's footsteps now. This is a swaver. This part's waver from Deluxe. That's what it is. Here's skee ball. Ooh, this seems like an exciting bonus stage. Oh, it's like catapult. Wait, except where's the launching mechanism? I'm not actually sure how to participate in this level's gimmick. Oh, okay. There's a little launcher thing up here. Alright. It seems I did not score any points in this skee ball game. Here we go. Hey, hell yeah, I got the big points. This is a very cool concept. I'm extremely into it, and whoever made it should be proud. I like it. Okay, anyways. Whoops, I did mean to go into the goal there, but I did not mean to fall off. Here's butterfly. In some ways, it does resemble a butterfly. What does this do? What the heck does this do? Tell me. This purple texture here is quite interesting. I assume I have to press both switches. Ah, yes. Cool stuff. Here is Scarf, another Hekamecha stage. That was quite enjoyable. Oh, okay. I guess I just skipped a couple of stages. That was a mistake. I did not actually mean to go into that goal at all, though it was kind of cool. I am not sure what I skipped. I will include them in a future video. I promise you, friends. But not in this one, apparently. This is Damnation, anyways. It is a sort of wire level that I died on. It's not, it's calling it a wire level actually seems a bit minimizing. It just seems to be a lot more to it than that. And also that was barely enough to qualify as a wire. This is sort of an exam stage. That was really what I was meaning to say. As what you're doing here is more or less, you know, doing some a variety of unrelated obstacles. Ah, okay. That may be a problem, but I think I can probably make up for it. Yes, controlling speed there at the end will be very difficult. That seems to be the big challenge of this level, though these cone platforms are also not being particularly friendly. I see why the creator of this stage named it Damnation. It is pretty difficult. But also reasonable in its design. I don't think it's too hard or anything like that. There we go. And then we've just got another wire to the goal. I think this is about 0.1 in width, or 1.0 in width rather. Not 0.1. That's a little more than 1.0 actually. That's the easy part. Alright, here is Rise. Seems to be pretty standard stuff, a bit like 8 bracelets in a way when you think about it. Resembles that stage in subtle ways. There we go. Interesting. This is curving blocks. Does seem to resemble, blocks or dodecagon, for example. It's probably possible to do this in a single cycle, though I would think it difficult. I like how these do curve. It's a cool aesthetic. Fire escape. It seems we will have to escape the fire that has arrived. Most likely due to the presence. Most likely a fire caused by the tube people in their never-ending lust for human flesh. Okay, definitely gonna be a bit spooked there. Alright. It seems I've been captured once again by my... I don't know what I'm getting at here. I don't know what I'm getting at here, friends. But we will soon complete this level. I promise you that. Cool. Alright. Here is flashback. I am interested to see what this stage brings. Cool stuff. You're probably supposed to do a whole bounce thing, but this works too. Here is Breakfast, a Bites bonus stage, which I am already familiar with. One that was not originally a bonus stage, but was made one. It's not that good for collecting bananas, truth be told. You usually die pretty quickly, but, it's a cool concept. Alright. Okay. That's the regular goal right there. I think I may just want to go around this thing. And yeah, okay. Yeah, so I need to, this whole thing tilts. And then I need to get on top. Okay, well I did make it over that thing this time with a bit of speed. We can just make our way into the goal. This is dirty tube. Very, very dirty, if you know what I'm saying. Alright. Oh, we made it through, despite its filthiness. Here's waning. Seems to be some kind of conveyor. I'm interested to see what this level brings. Yes, I know vertical conveyors can do some wild and wacky stuff. So, that's pretty cool, I think. Hopefully want to be careful here. These are unfamiliar mechanics. I do like the scrolling texture on this a lot. It's very good. Okay. And then I assume there's either... Oh, there are 3 goals. Wild. But we'll just need this one. Mildly upset rings. I assume these are... Oh, it's like mad rings. It's a jug of mad rings, because these ones are not... They do not swing around like crazy. Like the original mad rings, but they still are a bit distorted. Here's Acropolis. Just based on the design of this one, I suspect it's a pseudo stage, but I'm not certain about this. There we go. Here's Vacillate. And yes, it does seem this platform is vacillating, though only in the literal sense and not the metaphorical sense that vacillate is typically used to mean. Alright, it seems we're going to have to bounce up these stairs in some way. I'm not really sure. Oh, I see. That is interesting. Does this have a warp? Oh no, it's just some bananas that I missed. Alright. This is a pretty cool stage, though. I like the birthday cake bumpers. Here's Bankroll. Just a tilty tilter. Reminds me of the Mario Party 6 minigame, Fall Tilt. Haha. Ooh, ooh. There we go. Let's not fall off there after accomplishing so much already. Train set. Ooh, I am excited. This seems like it can be some advanced content. Oh, alright, so I see. We have to make it through this thing while it's moving. That's cute. I like that. I was expecting this to be like a waiting for cycle kind of thing, where I had to wait for the thing to get to the end of the track, but not the case. Here's rollers. Definitely going to need to watch out for these rollers. You're pretty rollericious. You know what I'm saying? That was not gonna work though. It's cute that these like look like Oreos or whatever to fit the aesthetic of this background. I like that. This is harder than it looks, just because the rollers force you to go fast. Faster than you might want to, especially on a tilted thing like this. Alright. Oh, and then you have to go on top of the roller. That is lovely. What is down there? Oh, you probably just die if you end up down there. Here's Carnival Game. Ooh, I like this concept. I assume the bananas are inside this thing. These things. Okay, that's not the way you do this. You need a lot of ramp speed. Huh. Okay, that's not gone great, I will say. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I suppose this being very difficult does mirror real carnival games that have traditionally been complete bullshit. Alright. Ooh. No hurry up music? I don't think I've seen that up to this point, or at least I haven't taken notice. I really like that. That's great. The stage music just keeps playing. You can't, I know I don't have audio, but the stage music just keeps playing. I like that. Here's not advanced test, I assume, because this was originally supposed to be an advanced level in the mod it comes from, but here it is not advanced, so, you know. Oh, is this based on like the previous like beginner test or whatever? That's cute. And it's got this like 1.25 wire. Interesting. Then you go up some stairs. I'm pretty sure 1.25 fire was where the original ended. But now you've got this unrest stuff here. Ooh, and a V. Gosh. A very wide V, but a V nonetheless. Oh shit, and this stage also has a very small time limit and a 1.0 to end it off. Yeah, this is actually quite a hard level. I could see this as like the last level it advanced, but I also understand why it was put next for it. Here's droptions. Okay, left side is green, right side is blue. Alright. We'll just take the easiest option because I'm a lamer. Notoriously. There's slither.io. Fun stuff. Well, it does not resemble slither.io much. It is a cute name. It was the one with you're like a worm or snack or whatever, and you gotta fucking, like, basically, it's like Snake. It's kind of like the old mobile phone game Snake, except it's also like a bit different from that when you think about it. It's kind of its own thing. Ooh, it's a bit difficult at the end. Speedway. Well, anyway, okay, alright, here we go. Yeah, it's charge, but more interesting. And I like charge, so you can rest assured that that is a compliment. And this is another one of those levels with the Mario World midpoint goals. Well, I suppose they were actually probably supposed to be based on like the you know, like Mario World goalpost, but okay, there we go. Probably supposed to be based on the Mario World goalpost, but the size of them makes them look like a midway point. Anyways, here's Flippers by Cutsman. So I guess these levels are all by Cutsman. And I know his mod is very well regarded. So kudos to him, these levels have been pretty cool so far. I'm going to play Gaiden after I beat 651, which I will finish after beating this. The community pack. Excited to see what it brings. Anyways, the Switch is going to... it flips the thing over so you have to do the same thing, but harder. Alright. Okay. There we go. Is tilt machines. I like this. We've got some interesting looking tilters. Tilterinos, as my late grandfather called them. Here is final exercise. I'm guessing, well, this is a karting Koopa level, certainly. I'm 90% sure about that. He seems to like rails a lot, and I can respect that. Rails were not used very much at all in the original Monkey Ball games. Except for like Gutter, but even that's not from the originals. And I guess Mixer is like a borderline rail level. But I mostly associate them with like Banana Bits and Touch and Roll. Alright. And we've got stairs here. You know, stairs. They're cool. I don't mind them. It's possible to get up them faster than I am. Oh, shit. But if you try, it actually is pretty easy to fly off when you do so. Well, this is pretty difficult. It's not the final exercise here, but I can see it being the final level and something else. I get the feeling from a lot of the stages here in Expert that they probably were the final level of either like Advanced or maybe even Expert in the mods they come from. But here they have been reworked. Alright. Definitely going to be careful here. I'm not going to make any rash moves, as that will likely result in my death. There we go. I wonder if it's possible to get a time bonus on that one. I'd like to see it. Here's Conduit Network. Guess got a bit of a half pipe, quarter pipe situation actually. They're more accurately described as quarter pipes due to being only quarter of a pipe. Quarter pipe is a quarter pipe. You can't say it's only half. Am I right, folks? Yep, that's Conduit Network. Is fragmented. Is this a bytes level? This is a bytes background. But I don't remember this being in Monkey Ball 2. Or if it was, it certainly wasn't in... It wasn't in this world, because it's not a... It might have been in this world in Monkey Ball 1. Not sure. Oh, regardless. Here we go. It's fun stuff. Can cross these two at a time with quick enough movements. Here's Home Run, a bonus stage that I think is pretty cool. Get into position, and then when the time comes, you get hit by the bat. That works. You know, that works. I will take it. Here's punched pipe. It's a bit like chipped pipes, except it's punched instead of chipped. The punchings were removed and replaced with chips by the government. That's the lore of this stage. I think I got it backwards, though. The lore is the opposite here of that. It's the government's fault. With the moon in the background here, this is just the opposite of like the... Wait, is the Earth here too? No, it's not. Yeah, so with only the moon here, this is like the opposite of the it like always has been meme. That's what it is. This is a cool skybox though. Here is Disc Junctions. This one's a straight port from that other person who made levels that I played. Jamie. This is from Monkey Ball Potassium Edition. This is a cool level. I'm excited for that full mod to come out. I will definitely showcase it. Yeah, this is fun. Here is stun bars. So I see. Oh, this is cute. Alright, so we need to like use the stun bar to like make big jumps. I like this. This is very cool, actually, when you think about it. But it does require some thinking. Use your head. Here's Anti-Alias Bridge. Alright, so I'm not actually sure exactly what's going on here. I should probably figure that out. Okay, yes, these do just like raise up and down. There's no horizontal movement with them. But they bump into that top bar. So I'm going to want to stay on like the side. Alright. I'm not really sure why this is called anti-alias. It's a technique used to make like images look smoother rather than pixelated, but I'm not sure what it has to do with what's going on in this level. Here's convex parts. I like this background a lot. Oh, this is like the Earth version of that last one. It also has constellations, but it's very similar to that moon one. I assume made by the same person. Anyways, that is convex parts for you. It seems to have a pretty quick time limit there. Here's Gutter by Flubby. Flubby is a good username, and I respect the person who has it even without knowing them. Here's Scraper Climb. It's one of these bouncy conveyor situations that seems to be all the rage as of late. We're going to need to be doing some bouncing with that, and actually it does seem we have to go kind of one tier at a time. Not going to be skipping any here, although I'm sure it's possible, but without being familiar with the level, I don't think I'll attempt that. This is, yeah, that was not the next stair up, actually. This is an interesting mechanic, though. I'm glad it's been introduced into the mainstream recently. It definitely provides a new kind of challenge that was not previously possible to make in the monkey game. Okay, there we go. That's Scraper Climb for you. Here is crossed slopes, kind of like crossed floors, but you gotta keep up speed, which you also have to do on cross floors. So it's basically just cross floors, except it's like turned 90 degrees, sorta. I mean, you understand what I mean. Alright. There we go. Here's dissolution. Does seem that there's a bit of dissolving going on here. Just a bit. We've got some bumps. We've got some squares that you gotta do some squaring. You gotta square them away. And then you gotta square away some more squares. Get ready, folks. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. That's it for you. That's dissolution. This is gyroscopic. Is this originally a bonus stage? This seems like it could easily be a normal level. But except for the placement of the goal. Like if the goal was placed differently and there was no like floor below this. Okay. I guess I lose. That's fine. Here's Ribbon by Flubby. It seems Flubby is the maker of these space levels. Highly respectable. Or at least the ones with the moon. I'm not certain that the mooned ones are the same as the Earth ones. Oh shit, I did not expect to make that jump. But I am happy about it. Here's window shopping. You gotta go through some holes in this one. I don't think people normally do this when they're window shopping, though. Seems a bit, Oh, yeah, wait, no, that's not what window shopping is. I interpreted that far too literally. But window shopping has a colloquial meaning of shop, like, you know, looking through the windows of shops to see what they're selling without actually buying anything. These colloquialisms are important to understand for any modern world citizen. Here's tossed salad. Okay, I'm not really sure what the normal goal is here. Is that... okay, that is the normal goal. So I basically had it. Yeah, I just want to make sure I don't actually get accidentally get a warp again. There we go. The skull looked a little pink, so I wasn't sure if it was normal, but it does look blue on a closer inspection. Here's metronome. I forget where I've seen this level before. Oh, this might be another Jamie level, actually. It's a cool one in any case. I like it. I do. Yeah, so when it's swinging your way, you wanna, like, yeah, it's too violent to stay on near the end. So, yeah, you gotta kind of weave between these walls when it's near the center. There we go. Oh, this is pretty wild, am I right? Check this out. Ooh, fun times. Alright, here's Traffic by Bytes. I have played this stage in Monkey Ball 2, though I have not recorded Challenge Mode past Beginner. So, such recordings are not available to the public, nor do they exist in the first place. This is Crossing Check. Seems like it's going to be a kind of thing where you have to do some of that if you follow. All right. I see, this represents the idea of crossing in many different ways. That's actually quite interesting. You don't normally see that. Corner crossing, fucking, like the 8 bracelets stuff, and the bounce, and all that. It's pretty wild. Here's Lava Vents. It's more of this get over the gap sort of stuff, and it's got half pipes. This is not nearly a half pipe, but it is slightly dipped, so yeah, it is a half pipe. It is half pipe adjacent in that sense. And then you gotta go on top of the tube. Like, it's like a sort of irony, almost. Here's Triangle Tessellation. Pretty big brain name, if you ask me. There'd have to be a nuclear physicist to come up with a name like that. There we go. That's how you be a gamer professional. Haven't played that level before, so I feel a little bad for cheesing it the first time, but what are you gonna do? Anyways, this is Swivel. Ooh, is this a seesaw? I don't think it's a seesaw, but it might. Oh, this is super a seesaw. That is brutal. Alright, this is pretty wild. Wait, so... Oh, I see. So I just need to get on top, I just need to get onto the red path here. So that could be done by falling down onto it in this way. But no, landing on the ending thing is going to make that easier. A lot easier. It definitely makes sense to be the second to last stage of Expert. Like, this is a tough level here. I feel like this could even be like Expert Extra or Master. But I don't know how hard Expert Extra and Master are actually going to be. So, yeah, I see. This is done like this to make things possible. Anything is possible in the world of Monkey Ball. Especially that which involves rolling in balls with the monkeys. Okay, well that is unfortunate. So I guess we're gonna be making a return trip. A bit of a redo, a bit of a retry of the 8th kind. There are 8 kinds of retries, and this is the 8th of them. It is important to memorize them from start to finish. The first one is, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Here's Exodus. Ah yes, in this stage you take on the role of Moses fleeing from Egypt. I took a biblical literature class in high school, don't fucking at me. It's got pyramids though, so I guess we're all doomed now because of the food. They're not food people. They're tube people. Apologies for that. And now we're going on to Expert Extra. Oh shit! This is Ribbons by Metallica. This was not in Hekamecha. I assume this is Metallica and not a different mecha. This is her background, but this one wasn't in Super Hekamecha. Must have been made since then, or perhaps before. Cool stage in any case. She seems to like these like 3-wire stages a lot. And here's another Metallica classic. I'm just gonna give this like 1 or 2 tries. Yeah, okay. This one's a little bit easy for Expert Extra, I think. What's this my hot take? Okay, here's Upward. We've got more vertical conveyors here. This is pretty interesting stuff. Alright. Ooh, here we go. We've got corner movement on vertical conveyors. Wild. There's Perihelion. It's this sort of conical cider pastiche by Macalco. It's fun stuff. I'm feeling like Expert Extra is quite easy, especially compared to a lot of these super tough expert levels, but maybe I am just good at the game. And also I've played a lot of these before, which helps, but not all of them. Anyways, this is cylinders, except the cylinders is moving. It's not cylinders though, it's just one cylinder, and I actually didn't mean to draw a comparison to the stage cylinders, though I unintentionally did so. This is assessment. Certainly some kind of exam level, judging by its length and name and variety of obstacle. Fuck, we've got pyramids. Why do you insist on attracting the tube people, SMB level workshop? All of you seem to like this kind of content, and I wonder, have you been visited by the tube people yourself? Because if you're not careful, you might be someday soon when you least expect it. They'll show up at your door, and you won't have your paprika by your bedside, and then they'll eat you. And you won't want to come crying to me then, because I would have very little sympathy for such foolhardy. Here is tilted transverse. You gotta transfer across some tilted platforms. It is suggested that this is the origin for its name. Here's Ice Cream, a stage which I found very difficult in Monkey Ball 2. I like this storm version of it. I'm not sure if this was made by Bytes himself or rethemed by the creators of the community pack. But yes, I am quite good at this stage compared to when I first played it, when it gave me immense trouble. And let's not screw this up at this point. Am I right, folks? Here's Forgotten Path. Oh, another Bytes classic. This one was an expert in Monkey Ball 2, though. It was like in the ice levels, in like the 30s. I think that was the 40s, actually. But yeah, it's got a skip, but we're not actually going to be doing that skip. Oh, this is actually like the story mode version of this level, though. I think it might be the like Monkey Ball 1 version, even. Because I seem to remember this background looking different in Monkey Ball 2. With like a higher tower, but I could be mistaken about that aspect. In any case, I'm pretty sure this does have some distinction from the ice version, in like the width of some of the wires or something like that, but it's a fairly minor difference. Anyways, this is Down and Around Hill, a harder version of Cascade from Monkey Ball 2, aka Downhill in the original Monkey Ball 2, but it was renamed to Cascade in Deluxe, which is honestly a better name for it. Okay. This is basically like, it's like Rings X Downhill. I don't think it's that hard. Honestly, yeah, I felt like the Expert Extra stages were a lot easier than much of Expert, which feels a little strange, but it's, you know, I'm sure balancing the difficulty curve in a mod like this is very difficult, when you've got levels taken from such disparate sources and you're not making them yourself. I think doing difficulty curves in general is very hard. I certainly don't think that the original Monkey Ball developers did a very good job out of it, especially in Monkey Ball 2. They did in the first game to a large extent, though there are some major exceptions, like Exam C. Okay, we're going to Master. You excited? I'm excited. This is Ricochet Conduit. Oh, this is interesting. I like this. Oh, I like this. This is very sexy. This is a very interesting concept. I like it. Any stage with arrows is a win in my book, and it's also just fun to play. So, is this a Pokemon song? Nah. Wait, maybe it is. I don't know, but it's not the song I thought it was. Anyways, very cool stuff by level creator who I do not know. This is Centrifuge, not to be confused with Centrifugal, which does involve a giant centrifuge, but still, you should not confuse them, lest you die. You won't actually die, don't worry. I deceived you. This is Bulge Bridge. I'm pretty sure Jamie made this one, but I could be mistaken. This is not a Metallica level though, so I'm pretty sure it's Jamie, because it was definitely from one of the smaller mods I played recently. It's a pretty tough level. I can see it being a master. Here's Pharaoh's Curse. Let's hope I don't get cursed, am I right, folks? Anyway, these aren't quite pyramids. These aren't quite pyramids. Don't worry, the background pyramids, they will not attract the two people. They're considered safe. It is only pyramids that have collision that two people concern themselves with. Just keep your paprika by your bedside and keep a clear head. That's all I can tell you. I think that thingy, that like octahedron right there, I think that's the Pharaoh's Curse. That's what it is. That's it. I found the Pharaoh's Curse. Alright. I am hoping that I will be able to make it through the next 7 levels with, my, with my lives, and so I can get to Master Extra, but I have not been having too much trouble so far, so I'm relatively confident. Okay, oh, I see. So this isn't actually the end. You have to go around here, and then you have to make a big jump. That's very interesting. I like this stage. I want to know who made it, because I find it likable. I mean, first thought was this was a pseudo stage, but I don't think it is. It doesn't quite match his texture style. Okay. So we need to go up this thing now. Oh. The one on the pyramid is a warp. I don't even need to worry about that. Alright. Here's 6/8. I don't know what the 6/8 refers to. Is that like the shape of the level? I'm going to figure that out once I go to the goal, because I really don't want to interrupt my momentum. Or should I die? I can just check now. Well, I don't really see 6/8. I see this is sort of a figure 8. Almost. It's not quite a figure 8, but, close enough to justify calling it that. Okay. Yeah, this is half pipe, like on top of half pipe movement, which is a pretty difficult thing in Monkey Ball. It's not a cylinder quite. I mean, it's basically a cylinder, but it has a relatively gentle grade, so, it's cool. It is pretty difficult, and I feel like I'm doing worse at it every time I attempt, which is not my favorite thing to have happen. Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, it might be quiet time for this one. I might just need to concentrate a bit. You know, concentrate on my monkeys, on my balls. Not those balls, though. Not the ones you're likely thinking of, you naughty creature. Alright, there we go. Here's Snack. Okay, this one in Master? This one's so easy. Did y'all really think this is like a super hard level? This one's so easy. This is a Bites level, I think. From like, it's like in like World 4 Monkey Ball 2. Vine Bounce, this one's even easier. Well, like, actually, maybe not even easier. This one's probably harder than that, but it's like, this is an expert stage. This one's not hard. The warps are hard. But like this? Nah. This is easy money. I mean, I know some people might have trouble with bouncing, but like, I feel like that's a requisite skill for playing a mod like this. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know how you all judge difficulty. Well, I know you did take votes, but so I guess the community thought this one was hard. Anyways, this one's cross floors. Basically, it's got a cross floors section. This one's abstract. It's an exam level. I mean, you know, that's what it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. I did not realize how big that gap was, though, which was a real problem. I like this music, whatever's playing now. It's pretty good. I thought it was Magmore Caverns from Metroid Prime at first. It's got like a very similar like kind of chanting, which is of course just Lower Norfair from. Oh shit! Another bounce, another big bounce. Got to do there. All right, I'll keep that in mind this time. Ooh, fun stuff. You know, the main floors here, the orange floors, they look very similar to Monkey Mall. I think they might even just be Monkey Mall rips. But this gray texture is very unique. It's an interesting contrast. I kind of like it. Alright, that's abstract. I like this background also. It's cool. Okay, here's Sanctuary. Seems like a level that gives the player lots of options to work with. I will try that 0.1 looking fucker right there. This is a cool looking level. Sanctuary, but this is actually, yeah, there's an official stage called Sanctuary. But I can actually see why this one's called Sanctuary. This one is a bit more deserving of that name than the original Sanctuary, which has a completely indecipherable name by my take. Oh fuck, pure. Y'all are just gonna get me killed by the tube people and you're gonna get yourselves eaten. You're gonna get yourselves eaten by the tube people and you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know because you didn't watch my videos. I did not know that bumper was there, though, in all seriousness. Okay. I can't believe I can just casually do, straight, 0.1, 0.2, whatever that was. That was definitely, easily less than, 0.3 at the very least. It's Master of None. Good name for the last stage of Master. I like that. Though I don't know if that was the original intention. Of course, this is not really the last stage of Master. It's the last stage of Master before the extras. Alright. It's an exam stage. Oh, we've got corner movement. But it's oh shit, wait, that's like a fucking torture chamber. What the hell? This is a nasty background. God damn. God damn, who made this one? There's fucking blood on that. Jeez. Alright. Sick fucker made this level. like in the lore. Now I'm not saying the person who actually made this one is a sick fucker. I'm sure they're a lovely person, because I do want to clarify whenever I'm saying stuff like that about, like the two people, I don't want that to come off as like, threats of any real, like in any real capacity, or any kind of, slight, like I just, because I think the SMB Law Workshop is actually really good and lovely. And I like y'all, Oh, we've got a bit of an auto scroller here, that's interesting. Okay, oh shit, we are running out of time. And that is a conveyor, which I did not realize. Alright, that is going to pose a significant problem. And we're going to need to be quick here, actually, because this has a very constrictive time limit. I think we've got 24 lives to beat, 25 lives to beat this with. Well, now 24. But, yeah. I could zoom across these exam C style, but I do not want to risk failing. Alright. I think I made it here in better time than the previous attempt in any case, which is good. Alright, these conveyors are not very strong, so they should not pose a huge problem. Alright, then we're going to want to end up here. This is not actually where we're going to want to end up. However, it is acceptable as a resting spot. Alright, there we go. That is it for Master of None. Yeah, this is a good background for the final stage, so I will say. I don't want you to actually think that I dislike it. It's very cool. It's just goddamn. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Alright, it's Master Extra time, friends. We've got effectively unlimited. Oh, this is epic floor. Effectively unlimited lives now. I mean, I got 400 plus, so I'm not worried about that anymore. Alright, this is. I've been talking about how a lot of things are cross floors, but this one's actually cross floor is gone wild, and I like it. But it's also gonna be very tough, because you kind of have to do it the way I did cross floors when I was a kid. Before I realized that going fast would often make things easier in Monkey Ball as opposed to harder. I would still prefer to do this without using a continue, but I think that's improbable at this point, and that's fine, honestly. Okay, I need to keep up a little bit better pace than this. This seems to be more of a rhythm base level, keeping your pace up to be exactly right. It's kind of like Wave Master in that way. When you're in the last stage of Master Extra, I mean, it makes sense for it to be pretty fucking hard, honestly. Okay, what is this song? I definitely know this. Is this a Kirby song? I think everything's a Kirby song, but I think this might actually be a Kirby song. I've definitely heard it before. In any case, definitely. Definitely. Do these move faster the later you get in? That is scary, if so. Okay, I don't think there's any, super quick way to do this. I can't see any way where that would be viable, and this also has a 30-second time limit, though, which suggests that you're supposed to pursue something, that's pretty fast-paced. I'm just not sure how one would accomplish such a thing. I guess you just have to really pick up your pace, but I just don't even know how to move that fast. As fast as the stage seems to want me to. Alright. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is a lot like Wave Master in the way, except you have to do more adjustment. You have to do more than just speed adjustment. It's like Wave Master with an extra element. It's like the speed adjustment plus needing to angle yourself on the platforms correctly. and it's also just it's more precise than Wave Master, but highly possible. I can see. Still, it may be the cause of the loss of my first continuum. Oh shit! One away. Okay, well, we're getting this down. I'm excited. I'm personally very pumped to beat this level and see the rest of Master Extra. I do know that it includes at least 2 stages from Twix Ninja's hard pack. Okay, hell yeah, I didn't even lose my first continue on it. I'm really happy about that. Oh, here's Control. This one's like, okay, you know, it's one of the World 10 stages from Monkey Ball 2, right? So, which are like, those are all like super fucking hard, right? But this one's like, I mean, this is the first one, you know, and I don't know. I mean, like, the order definitely is somewhat intentional because, like, you've got, like, okay, yeah, first try. That was a side goal. That's interesting. That was a fucking side goal, y'all. Did you see that? That's what I call a side goal. Anyways, yeah, it's not as, like, bad, though, as those. So, like, anyways, this is wobbly options. It's a lot like curvy options or what have you, but they wobbles back and forth like this. It's cool. I don't think this belongs in Master Extra. Like, not even a little bit. Like, the harder options seem extremely hard, but not the regular. That's just my take, though. Okay, this is Nodes. This sort of seems very similar to that stage from Monkeys Need Hard Levels to Breathe 2, except easier. It's the last one I completed in my last video. It's like level 6, I think, in that. It's like an easier version of that, more or less. So, I've done that so I can do this, is what I'm saying, basically. That level doesn't have... That level definitely has a different name than Nodes, and it also, I don't know if this is made by the same creator or whatever, but that one, like, it spins faster. It doesn't have these, like, cylinders on the end of the things, though, which, honestly, is definitely an element that makes this more difficult, like, in that respect only, to be clear. I'm not saying this is a harder level, but that aspect of it adds a new element of difficulty. Okay. Alright. And yeah, you only need to make it out on 2 out of 3 of these. Third's just for a warp. This song also kind of reminds me of like the Paper Mario 1 final boss theme. Like when you fight against Bowser, except he's stronger this time. You know, Bowser. Bowser from Mario. You know him. Everyone knows Mario. The 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 fucking Italian plumber. Get ready for Paper Mario 6, 2016 year door, releasing this December in stores the world over. Mario returns to Rogueport for Professor Frankly's funeral, cynical and embittered 16 years after the events of Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Also, I did not need to even get on that fucker, because I was at the end of the level and I squandered it. I am a fool and a gullible person of some type that gullibility is not actually what is the proper thing to describe what I just did, but it is still something that I will say about myself nonetheless, just due to being fairly upset at myself for not claiming an easy victory. Alright. I'm definitely getting better at this, just like getting better at doing the first one, like more quickly and more consistently. Yeah, you could even do that on one go around, like one cycle, if you were like ridiculous. But a mere mortal such as myself will need 2 goes around. Alright. I do, yeah, but anyways, I know that exam, whatever the Twix exam stage is called, that one's in this. And then also the one that's sort of like Stamina Master Square section, except harder, that one's here too. I've beaten both of those, so they're not like that terrifying to me. But they definitely belong in Master Extra. Well, I could see the exam one in regular Master, honestly, but I think I find it easier than some other people. I guess I'm pretty good at wires. I never like would have thought of myself as good at wires, but I do have a lot of experience with them. Okay, and then you gotta do this like relatively narrow thing to the goal. Alright, that's not bad. That's notes for ya. Oh yes, okay, here is sparse. Alright, it's better to go fast right away on this one. Yeah, I played this in Monkeys Need Hard Levels to Breathe 2, which is, I have videos of that on my YouTube channel. This would be in the first video of those two that I have. I am planning sort of on finishing that eventually, but also, gosh, it's sort of very difficult. That's the thing about it. I mean, like, that is the point, right? But, like, and, I respect it for that. Like, I do respect it for that, but also, I don't know if I can do Mad Attacker. And thankfully it's not here, nor any of the later stages, I don't think. Okay. Oh shit, that took me way quicker than I expected it to. Alright, that's sparse for you. Whew. I was not expecting to make it on that attempt. Lattice Seesaw. Alright, this one's a seesaw. Yeah. Oh shit, this is a powerful seesaw. Okay, I was not expecting that. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to not stray too far from the center, though, then. I might actually be overestimating how powerful of a seesaw it was. But it's tough is the point. I like the master background. That's always fun to see. Alright, dismounting from this thing is going to be pretty tough. It's going to require some speed and precision. Dismounting is likely the wrong term, but I think you all understand what I'm talking about when I use that word. Alright, actually, that one was not as bad as I expected it to be. Here is Rift. Now, this is the last stage of Master in Monkey Ball 2, like regular Master, before Master Extra. I don't think it belongs in Master, personally. This one's, like, pretty easy, in my opinion. It's certainly, like, one of the easiest Master stages. I might only say that because, like, the rest of Master in that mod is, like, so incredibly hard that it just makes me regard as anything less than just, like, balls to the wall difficult. But, I mean, you could say the same about, like, Monkey Ball 1 Master. Like, most of those are what I'd regard as balls to the wall difficult, like Stamina Master. I mean, Stamina Master, at least in the intended way. And Bridge Master. And Dance Master. It's like, when you've got those, it's like, okay, I say this and then I get into this ridiculous position, so maybe it is harder. But I seem to remember doing this on like my first try before, so I'm not sure what to make of this. I don't think this level's been changed. I remember it rotating in the same way. The cycles seem to be the same. Anyways, yeah, the goal is to get to like the center of this thing. You see, I'm getting kind of like centrifugal forced out, and you don't want that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, now I'm definitely gonna make it. And I can just kind of bump myself up there. Ah, shit. I'm having a lot more trouble with this one than I expected. But I still don't know if I really regard it as belonging in Master Extra, considering some of the stuff I've gone through in this video up to this point. I don't know. Okay. There we go. Alright, that's Rift. Okay, here's Temples, a stage I have heard described as very difficult. This one's from Master Extra in Monkey Ball 2, which is I have not actually played due to never making it there, but I have seen videos, and yeah, it's something. So yeah, I mean, you basically gotta jump between these things when they like connect, so to speak, and they don't all connect like back to back in the way that they do early on. So it becomes a bit tougher. Alright. Yeah, like what the heck are you supposed to do there? I don't know how to jump sideways. That's not something I know how to do. Too late. I'll get this one eventually, you'll see. And you'll be like, Julia, you did it. I'm proud of you. Okay. There we go. Oh, shit. You don't like to see that. I bet the task strat like somehow gets from like the first temple to the goal. And I bet it's amazing. Oh shit, okay. Well, I think this can be salvaged. Never mind. It turns around too quickly. If I predicted it though, I probably could have like compensated for it, but still. Alright. This is a long ass level. I will say that. I've heard it said that this version is harder than the original because it has reflections, which I could imagine. The original was a bonus 1 stage, like the bonus background from Monkey Ball 1. That's what Master Extra All was in Monkey Ball 2. Just because there aren't any other Monkey Ball 1 backgrounds to use, and all the stages in that mod were in Monkey Ball 1. And in challenge mode, they were in Monkey Ball 1 backgrounds. So, yeah. But because there's no Master Extra in Monkey Ball 1, there's no obvious thing to use for bonus. There's no obvious thing to use for them. I think I would have just used the regular Master background, but I can understand the decision. I've certainly had a lot of intent behind it, but yeah. Anyways, we might be here a while, folks, and I'm pretty tired. So I hope you will bear with me as I struggle through this. We can struggle through it together. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, this one's going to be connecting from this side. Oh, shit. Oh, that was so close. Too late again. It's okay to go a little bit early. I don't think you can really overshoot that much. Despite my, impression of the stage. I will say this stage is well telegraphed. Okay, well, shit, I did not expect that to work out. Yeah, this stage is well telegraphed. It's easy to tell what's going on and what you have to do. But I don't know how much I actually like it. I'm not really sure how to judge it. I feel like I can't really say that until I'm done with it. Yeah, that was a little bit late, but I still managed to make it on. Okay, I guess we're doing this thing again. But this time I remembered that it's something. Oh yes, shit, I actually survived there. This could be possible. This could be the one. I hope this stage doesn't have a super restrictive time limit. I'm not just gonna die now because I missed the cycle. But I doubt that that's the case. Well, it doesn't matter anyways. But yeah. Yeah. All right. Here we go. We're back on the good track. Oh shit. Okay. We're doing this thing again. Did not make it. Alright, yeah, you have to make jumps earlier than looks safe to do this good. Like before the thing actually gets to you, just because they zoom around so fast. Oh, fuck. Okay, you see I bumped into the little side thing there. I don't like that side thing exists, but it's probably there to save you, so I can respect that. It's there to bump against when you're transferring in, but... Oh, that was way too late. That was way, way, way too late. Alright. That was way too late again. Yeah, this level takes a little bit too long for my taste without, enough input. There's a lot of waiting on this one. It's not exactly like your typical monkey ball waiting because there's still, shit to do here. But it's not hard shit. It's not, particularly engaging in my opinion. It's pretty much just waiting for the next temple to show up. Okay. There we go. Oh, shit. Okay. What the heck? Oh, shit. Do you need to, transfer in from the... You totally need to transfer in, okay. Well, the point is we're getting close. I'll figure that out when the time comes. This is nice and soothing music, by the way. I like that this is the music for the final master extra stages. It's like, it's both like upbeat and low key enough to keep me going. It reminds me a lot of the Monkey Mall track in that way. A track which I really like for that reason. And to some extent the original master track, but I'm not like as big a fan of that one. But I do think it serves its purpose pretty well. It's not like obnoxious. Alright, yeah, I'm getting a lot better at this level. That's good. It always feels good to get good at a level, but also I don't really think I like this one that much. I don't know, I feel sometimes like I say, like the ones that I say I don't like are just the ones that I'm bad at, but like, I don't know how many more times I've actually died on this one compared to a lot of other levels. The thing is, it just takes so much longer than a lot of them. Then it might make it seem harder than it actually is, just because you're spending more time on it. But that doesn't mean that you're actually dying more times, which I would argue to be a more, straightforward measure of difficulty. Okay, yeah, that worked. That was a bit weird, but it worked. Alright. So for the second to last transfer, it seems that like the thing you have to do is you just have to get between like the that bar, like these sidebars on the temples, like so you're transferring in like the one you enter on is also like facing sideways, so which the first two sideways transfers are, you're still on like you still transfer into the back end, but here you have to go into the side from the side instead of going to the back from the side. So that makes that one more difficult. Especially because like it doesn't have as friendly an entry angle. I might actually just want to bounce off the end of the temple I'm in and try to like do aerial movement to get over to the side, but I'm not sure how effective that'd actually be. I'm going to attempt it the next time I get there though. I actually have died on this stage a ton, I'm realizing. It is genuinely very hard. But and I like hard, but I don't know if I like this. I really, really don't know if I like this. Alright. I think this is gonna be another back-to-back transfer, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that seems to be something like what we want to be doing there. Alright. I'm gonna attempt something like that again. Next time doing a bit of an early transfer to get into the backside. That's what I was talking about before, not so eloquently. Okay, that works. I'm going to beat this level. That's the thing about it. That I'm gonna beat it. It's like the fact of the matter. Others have done so, and I shall too. Alright. I think this is another vertical transfer, yeah. As in just the standard back-to-back. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, alright, that is temples for you. I'm super happy about that. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Alright, here's Journey. Another bite stage. And this one you gotta get on the platform. And you gotta take a little trip. You gotta go around the thing. Yeah, this is like a level where you have to be fast. You basically, the wormholes don't really have anything to do with anything, is the thing. You can kind of just, yeah, like, okay, I've been told the right side is easier here. Or maybe it's the left side that's easier, but whatever. So, yeah, anyways. There's also a way to skip the last one there, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. Anyways, you have to, so basically you have to go around these wires fast enough to, like, get back on, like, this platform. Oh yeah, this is easier. The left side is easier. That's interesting. Oh shit, I fell off at the end. But yeah, you see, that is possible. People say that, I remember being told in a recent voice chat on Cherm server that nobody does this level normally, quote unquote, nobody does it normally. And I'm like, I do it normally. I didn't even know there was a skip. And perhaps that's on me for not thinking to, like, look for a skip. But at the same time, kind of happy to say I'm a gamer pro and I never, like, I've always done it legitimately. I don't actually consider myself a pro, though. Don't worry. Nobody's paying me. Not even YouTube. I don't have these videos monetized at the moment. I might in the future, though. Stay tuned. Okay. So, yeah, the last one is definitely harder. And, yeah, so you see, the thing about this is if you screw it up, you're not actually dead. Or if you, like, miss the thing, you're not actually dead. You can just have the platform come back to the start if you go through the wormhole. Okay, I'm in a tricky position. Okay. Yeah, that was not a good attempt. This is an infamously hard level, but I personally think it's pretty well designed. It's very creative in its concept. Like, I like this one, you know, on the subject of hard levels. I didn't like Palace that much, but this one's pretty solid, I think. Okay, yeah, that is Journey for You, done legitimately by Julius Pseudo. So here's Exam S. It's got a very nice rainbowy texture. I saw it on Interval stream a few days ago, shortly after the community pack came out. It is a harder version of Exam C, more or less, and, you know, by extension, the other exam stages from SMB 1. I recently played this stage in Monkeys Need Hard Levels to Breathe To by Twix. I do like it. I think it's fun, and I didn't have that much trouble with it compared to some of the other levels. So hopefully that will repeat itself, and I will be able to do this. That is my hope. I like the gay retexture on this a lot. And before you say not all rainbows are gay, like heck that line of thinking. Someone said that on the level workshop. Maybe not the level workshop, it was either on the level workshop or on Sharon's server. Not long ago, in a voice chat I participated in. Which does mean it was on Twix's, but I say, to hell with that. On Cherum's server. Yes. All right. All right. That's that. Just gotta go up this now. All right. And then there's a very narrow V. All right. And then we've got a short time limit to this wire. The glass texturing definitely makes this tougher. You know, this being a master stage, like master background stage, I mean, it sort of recalls the early screenshots that show exam C in the place of master 3. This is cute. Y'all should have put bananas on the final wire. Like that screenshot of exam C has. It's actually a short video, a short clip from a commercial. But yeah, you understand. Okay. You know, I'm doing badly at the stairs, which did not really pose that much of a problem for me when I was playing this in Monkeys Need Hard Levels to Breathe 2. And I'm not really sure why that would be, considering that they're not, like, changed here. They don't even have the glass on them. The corner crossing part doesn't have glass either, but like it's already very hard. Like I expect that to be hard is my point. Like that was already giving me a ton of trouble, so it doesn't need glass to make it harder. I mean the wire's pretty tough too, but like the real trouble of it comes from like the the constricted time limit, which is 65 seconds, so a little bit more than 60, but I mean, when I first beat exam C, it was with like, easily less than okay, that was foolish. I was taking some sheets off of myself, so got briefly distracted. All right. All right. All right. And that's exam S for you. Gosh. All right. I'm happy about that. My playing skills are amazing. Thanks, Mimi. I appreciate the compliments and the flattery. Oh, yes, the background is returned. I forgot to mention this is the 1.1 version of the community pack, which was released just a few days after the original version, which was featured in my first two videos. and had the missing background from in the credits, and also a few other issues. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. You can follow my Twitter if you like, to see more content from me. I'm not using it for that much for now, but I'm planning to in the future. And additionally, and my Twitter is @Julia_pseudo. And you can also check out my friend Extra Visage's stream. That is XTRAVISAGE, twitch.tv/XTRAVISAGE. She's my friend Lexi, and on Saturdays I play games like Mario Party with her, and on her other streaming days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, she plays single-player games, and I usually co-commentate for at least part of them. So if you want to see more of my stuff, check that out. Yeah, that's about it. So thank you for watching this video. I'll have more out. I'm going to do story mode of the community pack next before moving back to 651. So, see you then. Thanks for watching.